Welcome to the Unengaged Agent, social media marketing and news for real estate agents. Our first, hello, our first topic is the Meta Creator House.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. So yesterday we did a webinar with the Creator House for Meta, and it was neat. It was two content creators that have been in the game for quite some time. One that I guess went as far back as Vine, and it was just their different perspectives on how to grow your audience and how they've gone about it, and have been pretty successful, very successful in it.
Yeah, and they spoke about just the value of creating a community, interacting with that community, and how they were able to expand over time, hiring people or you know um, you know put even though you could do all the editing, you let someone else do that to take away the time and whatnot.
And they definitely had two different ways of going about things. One was where it started off individual, then grew into a team, a lot of strategy and, kind of a formula of what they want their platform or their page to look like. Where, there's a lot of thought process into that, where the other one was more, she's a comedian, it was more spontaneous and kind of just keep putting content out there and whatever works and it'll naturally come into play.
Yeah, two of the things that she really pointed out that I really liked was one, you start right away just with your phone and a ring light and
Yeah.
get started with that. You don't need the fanciest equipment. You don't need you know a
Yeah,
boom
and then that's what
microphone.
you're saying. Like it's not that you don't need it or you might not want it, but you don't have to have it to get started.
No.
So that's the main thing. So yeah, I mean, anybody can start at any given time. It's just recording videos. Really, content is anything.
Yeah, and then the other thing she mentioned that was good was just the batch recording. Just record all things one day, and that way you can filter it out through it in the week, and you're not
Yeah,
trying to be creative every single day. You
yeah,
know.
and because you're gonna have those off days where it's of no interest. You know what I mean? So at least
Yeah,
you'll have your stuff there.
and just schedule it out, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
Our next topic is demand for second houses goes down. So the interest rates have crept back up to a little bit over 4%, and that's the highest it's been since 2019.
Mhm.
It's with that interest rate, the people holding off or hesitating for putting those offers on second homes because they're a little more price sensitive at that point because it's not a need but more just a want. You know. With the interest rate going up a little bit, yeah,
It slowed down.
yeah, we'll see how it goes as far as if that. I mean, it's definitely a lower demand. It's not going to change supply too much, but maybe that will lessen some of the extreme bidding wars going on.
Right, right, right. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been a little bit much for sure. Being in Florida, especially, right?
Right, right, and then obviously, a lot of people moving into town, and then it's just
Second homes and yeah,
especially second
vac-
homes, vacation homes,
vacation homes, Airbnbs, all that fun
Airbnbs.
stuff. Hmm.
Exactly. So interesting. Yeah, we'll see how the market goes over time and go from there. Our next topic is intro for your audience.
Intro for our audience. So, okay, for example, we're the Unengaged Agents. Tony Prasad, Patricia Andre Wilton's brother and sister, right? Trans States Realty. Tony, I'm not sure if you meant to change the header on that one or
Oh
not.
yeah, I totally forgot about that.
I think we missed it
There
on
we
the
go.
last one.
It's okay.
Yeah, so it is what it is. So yeah, so basically what we're here is to help real estate agents grow their business through social media and to stay on top of things and help out in whatever way we can, right? And yeah, so this is an example of what we do. So every Friday, which today's Saturday, so we missed yesterday, is we pick 6 topics and randomly, and we put them in our planner. And Tony picks three, I pick three, and then we just talk about it for about a minute or two each, or 2 to 3 minutes each, right?
Yeah.
Um,
And I'd say it's
and
nice to be able to just have a discussion regarding topics and explain it to the other person, and
Well, there's so many times we're having a meeting and we're deep into discussion and we're like, man, this should have been a video, or this is good, or because what questions we're having someone else is also having the same question. And, there's a lot of unknown things. And if it's a community and if we can grow and support each other, it's
Yeah. So
awesome.
and it definitely so it definitely lets your audience know who you are and
Hmm.
who you're trying to reach. I think is important.
Right,
Um,
right, right. So a lot of people that I follow, I mean, that's a great example when because every time you post a video, it's not the same people seeing it all the time, right? There's
mhm.
always new eyes. So it doesn't hurt to doesn't mean you have to do it on every video, but there are people I do follow that do make it a point to say who they are, what they do, what they can do for you, and put it all in the package deal, and then also introduce whatever the new topic may be, or whatever their value that they're giving, or entertainment, or whatever it may be.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like, well, I like to just get right into the topic and then maybe put the intro on the end. That way, you get the information out that you find that the people find you interesting, then
Right. And you only
they'll
have
know
those
you
three
more.
seconds. You only have those first 3 seconds to grab them. That's the hook. And if they're not watching past that 3 seconds, they've moved on.
Exactly. So in those three
So
seconds,
yeah.
I don't want to waste it on my name. I want to waste it on
I
whatever
feel
topic
like
I'm
I've heard
talking
that
about.
before. Yeah. Yeah. All right.
um, yeah.
Okay.
So the next topic is YouTube ads live guests. So now with when you're going live on YouTube, you can be able to add a guest to come onto your channel and go live at the same time. I know other platforms, Instagram had it before, and
Do
obviously
you know if
like
do you know
TikTok.
if you have to have a certain following for that, or?
Yeah, I believe they're just rolling it out to a certain number of subscribers. I had it open. I think it was
Because I know on TikTok we couldn't go live together, right? Because
yeah.
one had to be.
I'm not seeing it right away, but I do know it was limited to number of subscribers for YouTube, and then
Mhm.
another thing they're looking into is making it more known when you're live on the platform. Having it pushed out in front of more people's when you're going live, which is definitely adds more value to going live on all the platforms if you can.
Mhm.
Right now we're live on Facebook, and eventually we're gonna go live on multiple platforms at the same time.
Right. Yeah. And that was the other thing I just saw somebody say too about oh gosh, I just lost my train of thought, but about going live. Um, and I'm live and I just lost. I forgot what
It's okay.
happens.
Yeah. So yeah, and then I think they're also introducing Q&A feature more, so viewers can ask questions during the live and be able to answer it on the spot,
Mhm.
as opposed to just having everything in a chat, just something more fleshed out that way. But
Okay, yeah.
when the features roll out, we'll check it out.
Yeah, most definitely. In live, this is new for us, and I'm okay because I don't see that we're live on my computer screen right now, so it's like we're just doing our normal thing. So it's different. But I just did remember.
Yeah,
Whenever any platform rolls out a new feature, it's like encouraged to use it, to try it, to put it out there, and for algorithm purposes, and your video might get pushed a little bit more because you're trying out that new whatever that they want you to try.
of course. Like Twitter,
So
when they rolled out Spaces, that they pushed that a lot to get in front of
yeah.
people. Instagram with
Hmm.
Reels. But
And
anytime
now
they have,
Facebook with Reels,
yeah.
yeah.
So anytime these platforms have a new feature, if you be on the cutting edge of it, you'll be seen by a lot more people than your normal audience. Our next topic is Instagram with supervision.
Yeah,
Um,
so I think they just rolled this out yesterday or day before, where you kind of like where Facebook has the Facebook Messenger, where you've got the parental control over it, but this is through Instagram. And it's going to have features where you can set the timer, you can see the followers, you can see, you've got the insights as a parent of what your teen or, I don't know the age on it, to be honest with you. It may be 13, I think. I
maybe
am guessing on that, yeah. But yeah,
obviously
it's pretty.
Instagram skews younger than some other
Hmm.
platforms, and some sort of guidance is probably helpful.
Right. It says right now it's only available in the United States, but will be rolling out. Um, So, and I don't know anything about VR headsets, but it said the same with Quest. I don't know
Yeah,
that they're
yeah.
gonna
So
have that too.
the whole metaverse with
Hmm.
that the VR.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's kind of hard to. I don't. Well, interesting how they will put
do the
these
parental.
safety. Yeah, have these safety guidelines in a place
Hmm.
when you can interact with anyone. You know.
I
Um,
think because you're going to be able to see, you're as a parent, you're going to be able to see who their followers are, who they're commenting with. Like you complete, you have full everything. I think.
okay.
Um, yeah, and if you can shut it down too if you want them to take a break, like the timer thing on the family sharing link.
Yeah.
Um, so
All right.
yeah, it was pretty neat. So we'll see how that goes because we've got some tweens in action or teens in
Yes.
action, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that's to come, I'm sure.
Our last topic today is SunStats market infographics. So it's something you kind of showed me yesterday. Was that
I did.
they uh, SunStats is with the Florida Realtors, and you can make these graphics for your particular market, kind of like the percentage of cash sales, median sales price, month of supply of inventory. Really give a
Mhm.
good snapshot of your area, and
Yeah, it's
share.
very current and relevant, and you can add your branding and logo to that too by just uploading your photo and your logo separately.
Yeah,
Um,
it definitely a good piece of content to get out to your base, probably on a weekly
mhm.
basis or bi-weekly,
Yeah.
just to have, uh, because everyone wants to kind of knows. Everybody's kind of curious on how the market is. What's the average
Mhm.
price in this neighborhood?
Mhm.
What can I sell my
It's
house
staying on
for?
top of
Stuff like
it,
that.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So this
Yeah.
lets you become the expert and have that information. So when they're ready to sell or ask questions, they
Right.
come
And
to
then you
you.
can post that locally and if there's local Facebook groups or things that you're part of that you're able to post in. Some have a lot of rules and regulations, but it's just a way to share the information or post in your stories even,
Or make
you
a
know.
video out of it and talk about each
Yeah.
number, and there you go.
Hmm. Yeah.
Well, I think that's it for this week. I'm Tony.
And I'm Patricia.
Have a
Have a
great
great
day.
weekend.